Mission log. Commander Christopher Luck. Fusion Pulse Vessel Vanguard. I'm recording this on an auxiliary backup drive using my suit's comlink. If anyone back home is picking up this subspace transmission, I am alive. But I am nowhere near Jupiter. 48 hours ago, I was conducting a routine orbital survey near the Jovian Rim. Our tech was the peak of human achievement. We thought we understood space. But then, the telemetry went wild. A localized gravitational anomaly ripped open near the red spot. It didn't look like a black hole. It looked like a jagged tear in the fabric of reality itself. It dragged the Vanguard in before I could even fire the thrusters. When I regained consciousness, I had been thrown violently from the cockpit, face down into thick, wet mud on a completely foreign world. The planet is called Nicastor C44. It is a blighted, toxic environment. Everything here is bathed in a sickly green hue, and a heavy, relentless rain washes over the landscape. Looking up through the downpour, I saw a massive planetary ring arcing across the sky, just like Saturn's, with only one other solitary planet hanging in the distance. I was still wearing my standard Earth-issued environmental flight suit. It was airtight, but it was designed for zero-G vacuums and standard thermal regulation. It wasn't built to withstand a highly acidic atmosphere. The toxic rain was immediately eating through my exterior seals, redlining my life support. When I finally dragged myself back to the ship, my heart sank. The propulsion system was completely fried. The baseline elements here are incredibly dense, and my Earth-made fuel lines couldn't even recognize the atomic weight of the local matter. I was stranded with a dead engine on a rotting world. Seeking shelter from the acid rain, I stumbled upon a small, silent alien outpost built into a nearby ridge. Inside, I found the remnants of a civilization miles ahead of Earth. Call it my old Earth luck, but that outpost had exactly what I needed, right as my flight suit began to fail. Hanging in a pressurized chamber was an advanced alien exosuit. The difference in technology was staggering. My Earth gear was heavy and cumbersome. This new suit is a marvel of bioengineering that seamlessly synced to my vitals the moment I put it on. It features an integrated neural-linked jetpack that allows for short, controlled bursts of flight, letting me scale the rugged terrain effortlessly. More importantly, it possesses an active hazard protection grid that neutralizes the toxic rain before it can breach the inner layers. Sitting on a rusted workbench next to the suit was a handheld multi-tool that weaponizes a localized mining laser to dissolve solid matter into pure elemental data. Beside it, a holographic computer terminal was still pulsing with power. That terminal acted like an active encyclopedia, translating the local elements. It showed me that the star system's space dust is rich in tritium, and the planetary crust contains pyrite. To make it work, I had to physically recalibrate the Vanguard's fusion pulse injectors to handle the sheer energy output of alien tritium. While out exploring the area to look for the parts and elements I needed, I took the opportunity to study the local flora and fauna. The landscape is dominated by bizarre, massive green mushrooms shooting 15 feet into the air, surrounded by towering trees, topped with huge pink flowers that constantly vent a strange, blowing mist into the wind. I logged plant species like jade peas, heptaploid wheat, and clusters of sweet root. The wildlife was even more surreal. I cataloged a creature that looked like a bizarre mix between a turtle and a beaver, entirely covered in long, defensive spikes. Overhead, a bat-like bird with a long, feathery tail cut through the sky. I watched a strange, crab-like entity use a cluster of hanging tentacles to smoothly glide just inches above the wet ground. Most incredible was a large, anteater-like animal with a long face, zebra-striped legs, and glowing yellow antennas protruding from its back. But out here, nature can turn on you in an instant. A toxic storm swept into the region faster than I could react, transforming the rain into blinding, caustic sheets. Cut off from the ship, I had to drop everything and take refuge inside a deep cave system. The cavern was relatively plain, decorated with only a few scattered, glowing flowers. But the real danger was waiting in the shadows, hidden spore plants. As I scrambled deeper into the dark, a pressurized cluster of these toxic plants ruptured, spraying a thick cloud of yellow pollen directly across my helmet. My suit is completely airtight, but the sheer density of the alien spores briefly overwhelmed the intake valves. Before the external recycling filters could clear the line, a small amount of the toxic dust got into my air system. I breathed it in. It scorched my lungs and throat like liquid fire, leaving me coughing blindly while the suit frantically scrubbed the atmosphere clean. Once the toxic storm passed, I carefully made my way out of the cave system and headed straight back to the Vanguard to finish the final engine repairs. Now, the ship's new tritium-fueled pulse drive is finally clicking green. The engine is burning a fuel my creators never knew existed. My luck has kept me alive through the anomaly, the toxic rain, and the spores, and I'm going to need every ounce of it moving forward. I don't know who built this galaxy, but I know I won't find answers in the mud of Necaster Z44. Commander Christopher Luck, signing off. Next stop, the unknown.